Tony Gaskins here, still on the road working. But I got a question that says, why do married men approach me? And I want to help you understand this. Now, in general, a man typically approaches a woman for one or two things. One reason is he feels you are what he needs, meaning your beauty literally just drew him to you. The way you look, your look, is what he believes a beautiful woman is. It could be your hair, it could be your eyes, it could be your shape, it could be your walk, the way you glide. He may feel like you're gliding with confidence, and it will pull a man to you. It will almost be something that he can't control. He will literally be drawn to you. The other reason is because he needs you. And what I mean by that is when a man is looking for some help, when a man is looking for a come up. So a lot of times, if a man sees a woman get out of a car and her car is nicer than his, or he doesn't even have a car, he's using someone else's car. If a man sees a certain watch, certain shoes, a certain purse, if a man knows of you, like he's heard of you, he's seen you before, he knows who you are, he knows where you work, he knows where you live, he knows something about you, or he can read you. One thing I would always notice is I would see like these nice cars sometimes, and it would be like, a newer model with some nice wheels on it. And then I would see this woman get out the car. And this woman may be outside of the beauty constructs that have been fed to us. So she may not be the woman out of the magazine or from the movies that program men. She may be the complete opposite of that look, but that woman keeps a man. That woman always has this guy that you can look at and tell that type of guy who is built like him, looks like him, walks like him, talks like him, typically is not with the type of woman he's with, but she has something he wants. She has a good job. She has a nice car. She has her own house or a nice apartment, and so he's looking for some help. Those are the two reasons. One is he believes you're beautiful. Two, he believes you can help him. And whatever said that to him, that's what it is. Now, when it comes to married men approaching you, again, for that is two reasons, and only you have to decide which one you think it is. So one reason is he looked at you and your beauty said to him, I have to have her. I'll risk it all, whatever it means. I just need to experience her. Now, guess what? 9 out of 10 times, he literally just wants to experience you. So if you always get approached by men, and these men actually want to date you, like they actually want to date you, they actually want to be with you, they actually want to build something, then that is the beauty. It's the beauty. It's your look, your aura, your walk, your confidence. It attracts men. Now, if you always get approached by men and they're always full of crap, they're always married, or even if they're not married, they're still full of crap, and you go through this relationship, whether it be a year, 2 years, and it ends, or 3 months or 6 months, then that means you are giving off a sign of insecurity. You are giving off a sign that says you're not fully confident, you're not fully secure, and you will give in and be a side chick. You will give in because you're desperate for a man, you're looking for a man, you're ready for a man, but you don't fully know who you are. And so whatever's going on in your mind, it can be read on your face. In anything, think about it. When you look at somebody, it's almost like you can tell what they are thinking based on what's in their mind. If they're happy, you can tell. If they're sad, you can tell. If they're mad, you can tell. If they're stressed, you can tell. So men are the greatest readers of all time. We read people almost perfectly. So when married men keep approaching you, it's either one or two things. So if you say, well, I'm happy, I'm whole, I'm confident, and I'm okay in my life. Like I'm at my goal weight, I'm at my goal income, in my job that I love, then it is your aura, your beauty, your confidence that's pulling him to you. If you say, I'm not happy with my body, I'm not happy with my job, I'm not happy with my living situation, or I'm not happy with, it could be anything that really is bothering you on a daily basis about your life, then you are attracting married men, taken men, garbage men because of your insecurity, because of your lack of confidence. And it is oozing off of you, and a man can read it. So what it says to a man is, okay, I can get her, I can get money from her, I can sleep with her without having a real commitment. I can use and abuse her basically. And she will be okay being a side woman. She'll be okay, you know, competing for my love. And I will never be with her full time. I'll never leave my wife for her, but she will always believe that I'm gonna leave, think that I'm gonna leave, and it's because of her insecurity. So I know this may not make a whole lot of sense to you on how you're being read, but when you think about it, you have a way to read people as well. So with the way you read people, you can like double or triple that with the way a man reads a woman. And that is why you see, when you look around, that is why you see so many women dealing with a no good man, a man who's using her, a man who's driving her car to go see another woman, borrowing her money to go spend it on another woman, a man who is cheating and gets caught, and then cheats again and gets caught, and the woman's still dealing with him. That's why you see this woman fighting with that woman over this man, who the man is not even any good. The man is a grown boy. And, it's men who are very looks challenged, meaning there are men who look a mess and have 2 or 3 women waiting on him, fighting for him, literally fighting for him. Like women are literally grown women, 30s and 40s, fighting in parking lots over a man who doesn't even really bring anything to the table. They're not fighting over a millionaire. They're fighting over this average, everyday man who is not even a real man. And that is because of the unresolved insecurity. That is the insecurities, the issues that you refuse to confront. And then you have an insecure, weak man who refuses to confront his insecurities. So what does he do? He takes and he approaches a woman who he feels is weaker than him, and he can take advantage of her. So that's what I want you to understand, is that's what's happening, and that's why married men are approaching you. So if it comes down to it's your confidence, it's your aura, it's your walk, it's your peace and your presence, and he literally is just drawn to sin. It is so strong that he's like, hey, I'll risk this thing. Then okay, cool, take it as a compliment, keep doing what you're doing. Eventually it'll be the right single man approaching you. But if it's the other side, where it's your insecurity calling this insecure man, then that's when you know you need to work on you, work on your mindset, work on your life so you can change your countenance and the way you glide, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you are showing up in the world. And then it's going to shift. Your energy will shift and it will start to either repel men or it'll make a man stand back a little bit. And if it goes into that beauty space to where they're still coming, at least you know that them coming is not a negative, it's not saying anything negative about you. It's more of a compliment than you attracting what you are. You are, men are attracted to you because of who you are and because of where you are versus you attracting weak and insecure men because you haven't addressed what's going on in your mind and it's affecting the way you carry yourself and the way you show up in the world. So, hey, listen to this again. Try to understand. It's very hard trying to explain the complexities of why men do some of the crazy stuff that we do, but hopefully it'll make sense to you and you can kind of see it. And then at the end of the day, remember, it's always going to be 10% that there's no rhyme or reason. It's always going to be this little sector of men that there's no rhyme or reason for why he's doing what he's doing and nobody can explain it and nobody can understand it. But on average, it's those one or two reasons, and you have to identify which one you are and then decide if you need to change anything or remain the same, understanding that you may have to turn down 100 toads before being able to say yes to Prince Charming. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. We'll talk soon.